Hello and welcome back to day 15 of my Race to 1000 ELO on chess.com. My name is Ksology and I suck at chess, and I'm going to be playing chess every day until I stop sucking at chess, or at least reach ELO 1000. Now, if you are a chess player who has been struggling lately and you're feeling down about yourself and you want to maybe get a little confidence booster, you're in the right place because you're going to be laughing at how bad I am at chess compared to yourself. So without further ado, let's get into day 15. And I am at ELO 902 now, and we've been playing pretty well, kinda. And we're gonna keep trying to play kinda well as we try and get closer and closer to 1000. And we get straight into the game, and we are playing as black. And we are playing an opponent that is just under 1000 from Serbia. Yep, Serbia. And he plays e4. So we can play Karl Khan. And he pushes his other pawn, and we will still push ours up. And I feel like we're going to exchange here. But you never know. No, we get the push pawn variation. So we can either push now, or we can throw the bishop up. I am going to push up now. And if he takes, we will get the bishop out and then push this pawn up. Trying to destabilize his pawns a bit here. Okay, he opts to check, but we will simply block with the knight. And if he takes the knight, we will just bring our pawns back into a nice little structure here. Okay, so now he takes. So we will bring our bishop out. And then we will push. And this bishop will hopefully be able to recapture the pawn. Okay, knight out. Attacking this pawn twice. But we can just do what we said before, which is defend the pawn and create a threat on this pawn. So let's move up. Now this is protected by both the queen and the pawn against his knight and queen. We are now threatening to retake the pawn we lost. And if he tries to protect his pawn here, we can just, we can't actually take with the knight because we're pinned. So he could raise his, he might do this. And I'm trying to remember what you do in this scenario. Okay, he doesn't do that. So that makes our life a little bit easier. And I think we will just develop and take our pawn back. And now his pawn is a little bit on its own here. And once we, throw a knight up in castle, hopefully maybe we can take this pawn back at some point. Okay, bishop attacking my bishop. If we trade, the only thing he can take back with is this pawn, and he'll be doubling up his pawns. So I'm very tempted to just trade. And I'm not even going to think about it too much. I think I'm just going to do it. Okay, now I would like to get this knight out and get castled. So this knight is no longer pinned to my king. And then we can create more threats on this knight, or this pawn, sorry. Okay, so now he's putting pressure on this bishop. I'm tempted to slide it back, but first I need to think about this knight. It is protected twice, so I'm actually not too worried about it. It's being attacked twice, but it's defended twice. So that shouldn't be too bad. So I think my biggest concern here is trying not to mess up my pawn structure. So I'm going to probably just throw this bishop back one. Okay, he castles, and I might do the same now. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can really do, but I think it's just best to castle here. There's no big threats I see. This pawn is nice and protected from this rook. That is the one thing, his rook is exposed, so we need to be remember about that because he did move his pawn here. But that leaves the king exposed as well. Unfortunately, we do not have our dark squared bishop to work with that, but we can still find other ways to make him pay, make him suffer. Okay, so he takes because I was threatening this pawn. And I will take back, and I'm assuming he will take again, and we will take back with the pawn. He doesn't take back and instead threatens my bishop, which is interesting. If he takes, I'm forced to take here, doubling up my pawns. If I take, he will either take with the pawn or the queen. I'm very tempted to take here because after the exchange, I will be winning this pawn. And I don't really feel like messing up my pawn structure. So I'm very, very tempted to just actually, I could also take right now with the knight, and that'll then protect this bishop. So if he does end up taking, I can just take with the knight. And I kind of like that more. So let's take the free pawn, and now we're protecting this bishop, so we don't need to use our pawns. So he takes, and I believe we should just take back with the knight. And we are now just up a pawn. And he has an isolated pawn here that we could start targeting. I'm thinking maybe, okay, so he moves that pawn right away. So I could take right now. I could push. What to do? I'm more tempted to push instead of doubling up my pawns. Also, if I take, he can take queen. I mean, it's not really a big deal. But if I push, I'm threatening his knight, which could then go in from behind. No, it can't. I'm very tempted to push this pawn. So we're going to do it. That's just the vibes it was giving me, was push. Threaten that. Still defended by my queen. Again, I could maybe at some point... okay, so he's attacking my pawn again. So we could push this pawn again and just redefend it. That makes the most sense to me. I kind of want to just push this pawn again. That makes the most sense to me. Okay, redefending. Make sure to drink your water. Okay, he pushes that pawn. I am very tempted to get my bishop, or sorry, my queen in this spot, because I feel like that's a very juicy square, because I can play a lot of fun things. For one, I'll be threatening this pawn, and for two, I can push this pawn up, threatening the knight while creating a discovered attack. So I really feel like this is a good move. Okay, so we can't push the pawn, but we can take this free pawn. So that seems very tempting to me. I think we take the free pawn, right? Let's do it. I was hoping he would maybe push his pawn and not see the discovered attack instead, but we are up 2 pawns now, so we're doing well. We're doing very well. Last thing we need to do is now just get our rooks involved, because they have not moved. Okay, so he is attacking my queen. Oh, Did I get my queen trapped? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I mess up? Uh-oh. I didn't calculate this, guys. This is bad. Wow. Is my queen really stuck here? So that's why he moved his queen there. He like calculated that and was hoping I would fall for it. Yeah, I think I messed up. I got too greedy, guys. Wow. I should have seen that maybe. At least we will take a rook for sure. And I'll probably take this rook so then his rook is stuck in the corner. Just making sure there's nothing else I can play. Like there's no checks I can do, unfortunately. I could do this, but then just take, right? Yeah, no. Not much to do here, but I think we have to just take the rook. Dang, man. That is going to cause us a lot of issues now. Only down 2 in material, but yikes. Yikes, guys. Very yikes. That is really too bad. All right, his rook takes the open file. I'll probably just push my pawn up. The thing is, he will go here, though. I think we still have to do this. I'm expecting him to throw his rook here, threatening this pawn, but it is protected for now anyways, so it's not a big deal. We aren't out of this just yet. We aren't out of it yet. We have the extra rook. So we just have to make sure we use our pieces. So he plays it there like we expected. I think it's time to... Where should we put this rook, though? Once we move it... I'm tempted to put it here. If he ever moves his queen, we could push this pawn. I know it's not the most open file, so I don't know if that was the best move. But I didn't really think putting it here... I guess putting it here prevents him to move his queen. Okay, so he's threatening to trade, which is probably something I don't want to do. Because if take... It's not really great for me, is it? No, I don't like this. So maybe we move it here. Let's just move it back. Okay. Okay. Pushes the pawn. It's defended by his knight as well. It's a bit frustrating. I really want to activate my knight more. So let's threaten the rook. Oh, but that blocks me from defending that one, and he did not waste his time. Frustrating. Very frustrating. Yeah, I think we are gonna really struggle now. This pawn is under attack now. I could take. I don't know. It's probably not a good idea to trade, but we're doing it anyways. I'm thinking of maybe, honestly, threatening the rook. It's probably a bad idea moving my king, but when you're losing, activate your king, right? Create that extra piece. Now I can move my rook more freely. It's not tied to protecting this knight. That's too bad. We were definitely winning that game. So we got to figure this out. I feel like why does he move it here? Like, what happens if he does that? I don't know. Very confused what my next move should be. Let's move some pawns, I guess. Oh, just like brain dead moves. I don't know. Why? Just gave him another free pawn. If he checks... Okay, he doesn't take. Instead, he goes here. Why? Why, though? Pinned? What if we move the king out again? Is that a bad idea? Probably. Doesn't really do anything. Unsure. Oh no, let's throw. Let's throw the game. This is probably a terrible move. I'm kind of over it. I'm very frustrated with how I lost that queen. Okay, he just sends it right back. Nothing I can do here. I feel like he should be... Okay, bring more pieces in. Yeah, this is bad. You can just take... So right now he's got 1, 2, 3 pieces on this knight, and it's defended by 1, 2. So we are in big, big trouble. Jack. We've got him now, guys. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I can do, right? For checks. Now what? Do we just escape? Take our losses? I don't know. Just run. Run! Probably gonna get mated very soon. Yeah, that's mate. GG. Okay, let's get straight into the review. Yeah, was winning until I wasn't. Yeah, I felt really good about my position. Why is this bishop an inaccuracy? It wants me to block the bishop instead. I don't really... I'm gonna be honest, I just fully underestimated him. I just didn't think he knew how to trap my queen. That's a mistake. He wanted me to just check him right away. Why? Okay, whatever. Ready? Ah, no! My queen is trapped. Look, he knew exactly what he was doing. He pushed his queen and he was just praying I would take. And I did. And there wasn't really... Oh my god. There wasn't really much we could do after that. We just gave him some free pawns. Yeah. Really frustrating because we like played a good opening and we just had him really. I'm frustrated about that one. Should have done better. I should have taken my time and just made sure I wasn't trapping my queen. I underestimated my opponent, and he figured it out, and I didn't see it at all. And that's why I suck at chess, and that's why we are no longer at 900. We are back down below 900. That sucks. That really sucks. And worst of all, we just gave this guy 1,000. I wonder if that's the first time he's ever gotten it. And it was through throwing it away. So that's really annoying. Make sure to comment down below some things like you should maybe look out for in the future, opening wise or just middle game wise, whatever. And yeah, please like the video, subscribe, all those fun things. Trying to grow the channel a bit, and it's actually starting to gain a bit of traction, so that's kind of exciting. So yeah, I appreciate the ongoing support, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 16, I think. Anyways, yeah, see you later.